Hi, I'm Sharon Reagan, and today we're going to be moving through stress. Have you ever thought about what happens when you feel stressful or when you're upset or you're frustrated? I know oftentimes, many years ago when I worked in the corporate world, I used to sort of get really uptight if my manager called me into their office. And I would feel my heart start to beat, and I realized immediately I would stop breathing. And when I walked into the office, I was holding my breath, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? Or my heart's beating really fast. Because first and foremost, when we're stressed and we're not peaceful, we think of the negative before we think of the positive. And I remember the one time that my manager did call me in, and guess what? It was to give me a promotion, not to reprimand me, not to give me negative energy, or not to give me negative thoughts or negative situations. It was all about being positive. But I realized in that moment that we don't know how to breathe to reduce the stress when we know that we're going to a stressful situation. So I'm going to give you a couple of techniques today. So if you work in the corporate world and you're stressed, or if you've got a business that you're worried about, or you've got family situations that are going on, and you just know that you get, like what I would say, kind of uptight each time the situation comes about. So here's a simple breathing exercise that we can all use that will change in the moment the feeling of stress. So first and foremost, you must learn to breathe. And in order to reduce stress, you want to breathe through your nose. So you're going to breathe through your nose, and I call this my 7-11 technique. However, before you can move to the 7-11 technique, I ask that you start with the 4x4 technique. So the 4x4 is breathing in for 4 seconds and breathing out for 4 seconds. So you're going to breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your eyes, hold for a second, and then breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, through your mouth. So you will practice that, and I would say first and foremost, start and do this about 5 times in a row. And do this multiple times throughout the day. As you do this more and more often, you will realize that you can begin to count to 7. And then you're going to do the 7-11 count. So do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Release. So I'm going to demonstrate. Just let it all out, because when you do that, you literally change your hormonal balance. You change the energy of your body. So as an example, when you start to have a stressful situation, like me on that one day when I was going into my manager's office, I now have learned that any stressful situation, I stop before I step into it. I do my breathing, I do my 7-11, I do that 3 times, and then I just kind of balance myself, and then I go into the situation. So take the time, learn to breathe, and the next time you have a very stressful situation that you're going to be addressing, learn to breathe. It can change your life. That's it. Thank you for listening to Moving Beyond Stress.